Hey y'all, I'm Krystal. Welcome back to my Texas garden. Today has been an absolutely beautiful day here in Southeast Texas. It sure does beat all the rain that we've got. In today's video, we're going to test out two different methods of starting sweet potato slips. The water method and the dirt method. And find out which method works best for us. Now, if you're new around here, welcome. And if you're all about gardening naturally, well, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to smash the bell icon so you're notified every time I post a new video. Now, normally when I start my sweet potatoes, I start them in water. But I heard about starting them in dirt, and I heard that it's a lot easier than water. With water, every couple of days, you have to change out the water. Otherwise, it gets pretty yucky. We don't want yucky potato water. Now, I did pick up these sweet potatoes when I did my normal grocery shopping at H-E-B. And now it's disclaimer time. You want to make sure if you're picking up sweet potatoes to start slips at the grocery store, you want to make sure that you are picking up organic. The non-organic variety are actually sprayed with the chemical that keeps them from sprouting while they're in the back room at the grocery store. Organic sweet potatoes are not supposed to be sprayed, therefore you can actually get slips out of them. Now, in case you didn't know, sweet potatoes are not actually potatoes. Potatoes are actually part of the nightshade family. They're a distant cousin of peppers, tomatoes, tomatillas, that sort of thing. Sweet potatoes, on the other hand, are actually in the morning glory family, which is actually very apparent when they bloom while they're growing in your garden. Sweet potato greens, unlike potato greens, are actually edible. That can actually be found at most Asian grocery markets. Now, sweet potatoes, unlike regular potatoes, are actually a very long season crop. I'm starting my slips today. I won't harvest my sweet potatoes until the very first frost, all the way in November. Sweet potatoes are actually a tropical plant, and they thrive in the heat and actually do not tolerate frost very well at all. So normally when we start potatoes, we look for a potato with a really great eye, and we cut a little cube and then we put that in the soil. With sweet potatoes, it's slightly different. We actually have to make the sweet potato root, and then from there, it'll grow its slips. Growing sweet potato slips are pretty easy, but they do take a little patience when you're waiting on the slips to actually start. Now let me show you the two different methods of starting sweet potato slips. How I normally start sweet potatoes is it starts with a jar. Then I take my sweet potato and I put toothpicks on three sides. And what that does is it gives it a little kind of shelf to rest on. And this will also help us to control the water level in the jar. So basically all we do now is we're just gonna put water in the jar. And we're gonna fill it up to right about the neck of the jar. So now all we do is wait. I am going to change out this water every couple of days because it'll get pretty yucky pretty fast. And I should probably also add that I am just using my tap water. I'm on well water, not city water. If you are on city water and it's treated with like chlorine, you wanna buy a bottled water. Chlorine will stunt the growth of your slips. So you want to go with the bottled water unless you are on well water. So eventually we'll start seeing the roots grow from the bottom, and we'll start seeing slips come from the top. Now this could take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks depending on the temperature. Since we've got a couple of really cold nights, I mean cold for Southeast Texas, not cold for some of y'all up north, we have some cold nights, so I'm gonna be bringing these in the house. I won't even leave these in the greenhouse. They'll definitely need to come into the house where it's a lot warmer. All right, y'all, let's move on to the dirt method. I have my little $1 shoebox here that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I also have some really nice potting soil that I mixed up myself. So all I'm gonna do here is I am just going to kind of level out the dirt. I'm gonna make kind of a hole for this sweet potato to go in. Just like that. And we're just gonna lay our sweet potato just like that. Nice little cozy bed for it. And then we're gonna bring all that dirt back up, but we're not going to cover up the sweet potato 100%. We're gonna leave some of it exposed. And we're just gonna add some water. Now, I did not drill any holes in the bottom of this, so I wanna make sure that I don't put too much water in here. If you want, you can definitely pre-drill some holes in here, but just for moving it in and out of the house, having no holes in the bottom really kind of helps for that. And that's really all we do. That's the dirt method right there. Now, I do have this handy dandy lid here, and I am going to put it on just to help trap some of the daytime heat in here, just to really help get the roots started and get the slips growing a lot faster. Oh, and I forgot to mention before, these are not the regular orange flesh sweet potatoes. You probably noticed they have a little purple tinge. The label actually just said purple sweet potatoes. So we'll revisit this experiment in a couple of weeks, but I'm curious, which one do you think is gonna work the best? The water method or the dirt method? So leave a comment below on which one you think is gonna work the best. Now, while you're waiting on the results, check out these other great gardening videos, and I'll meet you over there.